Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Nurse Cast. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your patience. Today, we will be breaking down the passing of Kim Porter as it relates to P. Diddy's current predicament. Now, a few things that I would like to discuss is that number one, Kim Porter passed away or was found in her home on November 15th, 2018, right? Sorry, I have to remove the glasses. The glare is bothering me, and they're dirty. Anyways, and the cause of her passing was said to be pneumonia. Now, I'd like to take a minute here and acknowledge a few other important components of this case. Kim Porter was 47. She had already been seen and been treated for the pneumonia just a couple days prior. She had been given, prescribed antibiotics to take care of the pneumonia. My concern is that she was about to release a tell-all book as it related to her relationship with P. Diddy. Now, y'all, come on. We're not even teetering on the lines of conspiracies. Look at what this man has been able to accomplish. And these aren't massive or amazing or noteworthy accomplishments. They're devastating. Devastating. He was able to accomplish these things because he knows people who are willing to cover up the fact that these things are not okay. So P. Diddy continues to get what he wants time and time again. But look now, look at where we are. You can run, but you can't hide. Because now everything is in the open. Something that he allegedly tried to silence is still coming to light. Just a few years later. There is a correlation between Kim Porter's passing, the timing of her passing, the cause of her passing, which makes no sense. We're going to get into pneumonia and what it means for a healthy 47-year-old woman, and the release of her tell-all book. There's a correlation. She passes away right before the book is set to release. Let me tell you what it means for someone, Kim Porter, to still be alive, to go on a book tour, to further elaborate on the things that she put in her book. That would have jeopardized P. Diddy's career. It would have caused his throne to falter. And I don't know if y'all remember in my previous Nursecast episode where I discussed and I broke down potential psychiatric diagnoses tied to P. Diddy's behavior. And a lot of it was tied to the gluttony, the massive desire for power, to be in control. When you have that much control and that much power, you're a completely different human being. You are already corrupt. And that's why there's an addiction. And that's why when it's threatened to be removed, you will stop at nothing to prevent that from happening, such as taking someone's life. I am almost certain that Kim Porter would have went on tour. She would have went on a book tour. Ample opportunity to be interviewed by podcasts, radio shows, TV talk shows. Plenty of opportunity for the truth to be spread. You cannot hide. You cannot hide from your bullshit. You can't do it. Because now look at what's happening. You can't. It's just a shame that Kim Porter lost her life. It is sad. Anyways, let's get into talking about pneumonia. Kim Porter was 47 years of age. Okay? She and I were not the best of friends. We did not hang out. We are not friends. All I knew about her was what the media put out about her or whatever she put on social media herself. So when I say she was otherwise healthy, I'm going based off of what I read, okay? It is a less than 1% chance that a healthy 47-year-old woman will pass away from pneumonia. I don't know. I don't know who the medical examiner was, obviously. I'm not friends with that person either. But I'm not understanding, like, this is what I mean by P. Diddy has to have connections for somebody to be okay with putting the cause of her passing as pneumonia for a 47-year-old young, healthy individual. Otherwise healthy, because obviously having pneumonia is, not fun. I don't know. I just feel like it's hiding in plain sight, and you can hide in plain sight when you have people willing to cover for you, when you have connections in high places, when people in those high places already know what you did, but because of the position they hold and the position you hold, you don't have to go down for it. But like I keep saying, you can run, but you can't hide. And I think he doesn't have anywhere to run. And now everything is being revealed. Good. That's why I'm telling everybody, that's not why, but perfect opportunity, to go to dirtywordsmith.com or Amazon and look for Namakasi the comic book. Keep on ordering, keep on supporting. And if you want to go to my Patreon and contribute how much ever you'd like to contribute monthly, it's going to help immensely to do the animation adaptation for that comic book. I'm also done writing Letters to the Ocean, which is a brand spanking new book of poetry. Very excited about it, very proud of it. Let me know how you guys feel about me turning it into an audio version. Okay, I'm super excited. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. I remembered reading something on social media. Social media is inundated with the information from this case. But I remembered reading something from another famous individual. I don't remember his name, but I do remember what he said because it stuck with me. It was profound. He said, if you knew about what P. Diddy was doing and all of a sudden you want to come out now, just because everything else is coming out, it also almost makes you an accomplice. But here's the thing. These people also know that Diddy is capable of making you disappear and nobody asking questions about the things that don't make sense, the things that don't add up. So I don't necessarily feel like that's a fair thing to claim, like you're an accomplice if you didn't say anything. Well, you could also be afraid of losing your life. I think that the more this case goes on, the longer this case goes on, the more people are able to dig up on Diddy and his past and, a number of potential passings tied to him. It's pretty sad, but I'm glad that it's being covered in such a massive, wide magnitude. I would like to go over in the next episode why people feel that this might just be a distraction for something much, much larger going on. I mean, it's always something. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm here. I'm super excited. Check out your girl. I also have merch. I have Namakasi water bottles, a mouse pad, t-shirts. Check us out. dirtywordsmith.com and Amazon for the book. You guys are lovely. Subscribe. Dirty Wordsmith.